Religious conflicts arise when tensions, hostilities, or violence occur between groups with differing religious beliefs or affiliations. These conflicts often have deep-rooted historical, social, and political causes and can lead to serious humanitarian crises and threats to peace and stability. Israeli-Palestinian conflict. The Israeli-Palestinian conflict is a long-standing and complex dispute between Israelis and Palestinians over land, sovereignty, and religious significance in the Holy Land. The conflict has deep religious dimensions, as both sides have historical and religious ties to the region, including Jerusalem. Competing claims to religious sites have been a source of tensions and violence. India-Pakistan-Kashmir conflict. The Kashmir conflict is a territorial dispute between India and Pakistan over the region of Jammu and Kashmir. The region has a majority Muslim population, and the conflict has religious and ethnic dimensions. The dispute has resulted in multiple wars and ongoing violence in the region. Nigeria. Boko Haram insurgency. The Boko Haram insurgency is a violent conflict in Nigeria, particularly in the northeastern region. Boko Haram, an extremist Islamist group, seeks to establish a strict Islamic state and opposes Western education. The conflict has led to widespread violence, displacement, and human rights abuses. Myanmar. Rohingya crisis. The Rohingya crisis is a humanitarian and human rights catastrophe in Myanmar. The Rohingya, a predominantly Muslim ethnic group, have faced persecution and violence, resulting in mass displacement to neighboring Bangladesh. The conflict has deep religious and ethnic dimensions, and the Rohingya community has faced discrimination and atrocities. Central African Republic (CAR) conflict. The CAR conflict involves religiously motivated violence between Christian and Muslim communities. The conflict has led to atrocities, including attacks on religious sites and displacement of populations along religious lines. Nigeria. Farmers-herders conflict. In Nigeria, conflicts between farmers and herders, often divided along religious lines, have led to violence and insecurity. The disputes over land and resources have religious and ethnic dimensions, and they are fueled by a range of factors, including climate change and political dynamics. Yemeni Civil War. The Yemeni Civil War is a complex conflict involving various actors and interests. The conflict has a sectarian dimension, with the Houthis, a Zaidi Shia group, fighting against forces aligned with the government and a Saudi-led coalition. The war has resulted in a humanitarian catastrophe. Sri Lanka. Buddhist-Muslim tensions. Sri Lanka has experienced tensions between the Buddhist majority and Muslim minority communities. Incidents of violence and hate speech have raised concerns about religious harmony in the country. Philippines. Moro conflict. The Moro conflict in the Philippines involves various Muslim rebel groups seeking autonomy or independence for Muslim-majority regions. The conflict has historical roots and has caused significant violence and displacement. Nigeria. Religious clashes. In addition to the Boko Haram insurgency, Nigeria has experienced religious clashes between Christians and Muslims in various regions. These clashes have led to loss of life and displacement, exacerbating existing tensions between religious communities. Addressing religious conflicts requires efforts at multiple levels, including dialogue, conflict resolution, promoting interfaith understanding, and addressing underlying grievances and inequalities. Strong leadership, inclusive governance, respect for human rights, and the promotion of religious freedom are crucial for fostering peace and social cohesion in societies affected by religious tensions. Additionally, international cooperation and support for conflict resolution initiatives can contribute to lasting peace and stability in regions facing religious conflicts.